It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the Dolphins' speedy running back. He had a memorable performance last time out, a 5-touchdown.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge the secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully, they've got to feel good about how things have started.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The Dolphins have 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
On 2, right?
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On 1, right?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. To throw, Huntley. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Huntley. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Huntley to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Quentin Williams. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he would... Seconds, 2.9. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out. Now,
oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Falcons are going to take at their own 47. Throwing on first down. Huntley. He'll check this one down to Carter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Huntley. Back-to-back catches here for Carter. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Burrow. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So partner drove them down the field, but when they get close, the call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And here now come the Falcons. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Staff takes a look. We'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure it out.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll start on the ground. Carter. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. To throw on second down. Huntley. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Off play action. Huntley. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second. You got the lead. The lead, though.
Here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Y'all got time. Let's go. Let's go do this thing, baby. Gun. Cut. 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Michael Pittman, 51 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's 21-3. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. This is taken at the 23. Dances by him. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Second half starts with a run by Carter. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another tote for Carter. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and it'll be Dolphin football. So now the Dolphins set to take. They've won 2 straight in there.
On 1, ready? 12.
Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bush. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet. Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one too low. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Huntley. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete as well.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. He's at the line. Next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He finds his... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how... The Hippocratic oath, first do no.
Following the fumble recovery, Huntley. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's Huntley. And this is caught. It's Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So 2nd and 5. Back now here on EA Sports. To throw, Huntley. It's the Falcons. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Dolphins about set to go to work. Now Burrow on 1st down. And connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On the give is Nwangu. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. They go play action with Burrow. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 2nd of the afternoon. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Huntley to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Quinnen Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 11. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Fielded at the 43. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And out offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they go play action now. Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Burrow on play action. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the...
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. That right there, Charles, is your exclamation mark. They already had the nice lead on their way to a victory, but one final touchdown here to widen the margin late in the 4th quarter.
Let's make it pretty simple. When you can seemingly score at will, Why wouldn't you take advantage of being in that zone and getting one more to cap off this game?
Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking to throw on second down. Huntley, he'll drop this underneath to Carter. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. To throw on third down. Huntley, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Dolphins, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.